in terms of you getting this new blog ready to go so that we can make it live on the site. As you saw, I think in the last video, right now the categories are kind of meaningless. These were the ones that were already on the site. So I'm going to say that before we take this live, we should create some categories that make sense for the content that you've got up so far, and you can add them as you go. You can either come right here to under posts and categories, and we can add them in advance. So you can type in the name and the slug here and then add that category. You can also just add them on the fly. So you can see we've got here one that's called tour, and it looks like maybe there's a couple that relate to tours. So why don't we just go ahead and open this one up. And then over here, you'll see on the right-hand side, we've got categories. So we're going to go ahead and add a new category. We're going to call it tour. We're going to add it. And then we're going to remove it from media blog because I don't even know what that means. We're going to hit update. Now we can go ahead and close this out. And right here on this page, let's just hit refresh. And now that should be available for any of the others. So you don't have to click all the way in. Once a category is available, we can just come right here to this one has a tour on it also. We can go quick edit. And now we can say, oh, let's add that to the tour. And we're going to update that. And now when we come over here and we hit refresh, we can see that tour is a new category. And we can click that, and it's going to filter and show us only the tour options. This is also, once these are categorized, what's going to allow us to put in those feeds so that maybe on the tour contact page we can feed those posts in, or on the news page, or wherever it might be. Again, I think we're probably going to eliminate the difference between the news and the blog here and just either call it news or call it blog and not both. And then I think some of the content that is here on this blog page, you know, the things that are on here should be turned into posts. So this new Boxcar 30 should be turned into a blog post, I think. And then that can feed in on the Our Models page or wherever it might need to go. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the ultimate categories will be, obviously, but just when you do decide what those are, probably just want to go through and remove any posts from these categories that don't really make any sense. Obviously, uncategorized is kind of worthless to a visitor, so we'll just want to make sure that we either just delete that category completely or just make sure that nothing is in that category. When a category is empty, it should disappear from the filtering options over here on the side. The other piece to this puzzle is once you get those all categorized, again, we can you can set up some of these feeds. So you can use this to you can see on this test booking page, which it's really just a test page. We've got a couple of things on here. You can see this posts by category. So that's a new item. Once you get all of the posts categorized, that's a thing you can add. So you can just come right there to add something. You can say posts by category. And then you just type in a category that already exists. So in this case, media is what's been added, and that's what's feeding those in. The three most recent items that are in the media category are what are showing up right here. So that's just a nice way to add relevant content to any of the pages that you might have once you get these categories all set up. So again, I think the first step for you guys is to get all of these categorized, and then we can make the new blog live on the site. Thanks so much.